Alright, so you know how I ended the last Guadeloupe episode saying that we'll do the quarterfinal. Who knows, maybe there'll be a semi-final as well. Yeah, well, I think this episode's only going to be the quarterfinal game because we're playing Mexico. I should have seen it come in really because, of course, we finished runners-up in Group A, which means we'd play the winners of Group B, and it was only ever going to be Mexico if you look at that group. And I mean, look at this. They not only won all three games, they scored 21 goals in the process and conceded 0, including a 14-0 drubbing of St. Lucia, Raul Jimenez scoring 10 goals in that game. Whereas we, on the other hand, as you can see, our top goal scorer, Florian David, with 1 goal. That's the only goal. He's the only goal scorer for us so far in this tournament. So yeah, just as a reminder, we won our opening game against Haiti, thanks to that Florian David goal. And we lost to the United States. We had a boring 0-0 draw with Jamaica, but he got the job done. But yeah, Mexico, I do not rate our chances here at all. But, you know, we'll play the game. We'll give it a go. This might be the greatest thing, the greatest FM result ever to happen on this channel, or it could be the worst humiliation, even worse than that 7-1 defeat Andorra had against Atletico Madrid in the Spanish Cup back on FM20. Great advice from my assistant manager here. He's earning his salary. This is an important cup game, so we should be playing our strongest side. Right, got it. There is indeed a big day for Guadeloupe. They're really hyping this up. They say, for me, the manager, a massive occasion, and I'll have to ensure my players are at the top of their game. We've got to watch out for Raul Jimenez, as we said, scorer of 10 goals against St. Lucia. But our captain has no fears. He's in an optimistic mood, an over-optimistic mood perhaps. But, well, let's go pitch side and find out what happens. But you know what? I'm making a bit of a call here. Our top scorer in this tournament, Florian David. I mean, he scored against Haiti, but he was rubbish in the other two games against US and Jamaica. So I'm putting him on the bench. I'm putting Phaeton up front, and I'm bringing in our new boy Casimir on the left wing. So those are the two main changes from the group stage. So of course we go with the no pressure. What do we have to lose? Team talk. One thing, because I'm kind of new in the job, I find this, especially with international jobs, it takes a good few games to start getting a reaction to the team talk. So as we can see here, only 2 players who've given me any kind of reaction at all. But we're going to do our talking on the pitch. Guadeloupe against Mexico. It's a massive, massive game for us. It's going to be a huge uphill battle. Let me know in the comments before we get too far into this game, how well do you think we can do here against Mexico? And we've got our first highlight here. Mexico with their first chance. We've survived the first 12 minutes, so good so far. Then, well, considering this is likely to be the only match of this episode, it's been a bit of a dull and empty first half. We've just had the 2 highlights for Mexico, which have both harmlessly sailed over the crossbar, and we've got to half-time at 0-0. We have had a couple of shots. We didn't get highlights for them, but our XG was 0.22, and Mexico's XG, although they've had many more shots, not much better, 0.34. So we're obviously doing something right. That's what we'll tell the boys. Keep going, keep working hard. Now we've got a nice reaction, nice positive green reaction. We're not going to make any tactical changes. I'm sure Mexico probably have made some tactical changes. They will be looking to grab this game by the scruff of the neck early in the second half. Well, let's see. For the first time, we see a Guadeloupe player in charge of the ball, in control of the ball as the highlight begins. How long can we keep it that way? Phaeton plays in Casimir. Casimir with the chance. The goalkeeper saves it. Ochoa with the save. That was huge. That could have been something massive. We've got the corner. Ochoa comes to claim it. So Mexico survived the danger, which I didn't think I would be saying in this match. We're up to the hour mark now. Something's got to give here. I think it's going to be Mexico getting a goal here. It's Takaito. He's gone out wide. He crosses it into Jimenez. He's just been greedy. He's scored so many goals in this tournament already, but a very simple near post tap in for him. Not sure about the marking there. We probably should have done a better job with that. But yeah, inevitably the deadlock's been broken, and it's been broken by Mexico. I mean, look at that. 2 defenders and a goalkeeper, and somehow Jimenez just gets in there to slot it home. Anyway, is it going to be 2 for Mexico straight away? nearly. The goalkeeper was way out of position for that. So I tell you what, Casimir's not having a great game, so we will reinstate Florian David in that striker position. We'll move Phaeton out to the left wing. Hopefully that's, given David a bit of a point to prove. He's going to come out here and think, right, I'm going to show my manager that he shouldn't have benched me for this game. So hopefully you can grab us an equaliser here. I mean, I'm surprised we're still in this. I'm surprised with 10 minutes to play we're only a goal behind, but it doesn't look like anything's happening as we enter the final few minutes. So let's make something happen. We're going to go attacking. We've got to. This is our only chance. We're going to go much more direct. We're going to up the tempo quite a bit here. We'll put on shoot on sight as well. Tell the players to be more expressive. Just that classic hitting all the buttons. It works every time, right? Works every time. So we'll do long kicks from the goalkeeper, please. Quick distribution. And let's push our lines up. Confirm those changes. Come on, Guadeloupe. Get out there and produce a moment of magic. And we get highlights straight away for Mexico. So, of course, we've made all those tactical changes. And Mexico are just going to score a second goal, aren't they? To kind of put the game to bed and secure their passage to the semi-finals. Florian David could have got on that, but he might get on this. Okay, Phaeton with a terrible ball. I don't know what that was. He just didn't look before he made that pass, I think. He's tracking back, but Sanchez gets the cross. And, there we go. Cordova with the sickeningly inevitable goal. Damn, I can't even talk. I'm so frustrated by it all, as you can tell. But, yeah. Unfortunate. It's kind of what we expected, but we've given a good showing of ourselves. I mean, if we'd have scored both of our shots on target, we would have tied the game. That's one way to look at it. 2-0 defeat to Mexico. At this stage in the save, we've only been in charge for a few months, and this is only our 5th game in charge. So it's not too bad. 6th game in charge, actually. So it's not bad at all. There's plenty of positives to take from this, and we can build this Guadeloupe team up to challenge in the future. I mean, obviously, beating either USA or Mexico, and inevitably we're going to have to be, at the very least, one of those teams to stand any chance of winning the Gold Cup in future. That's always going to be tough. But I think we've shown today that it's not impossible. Even though we didn't score, even though we lost, it's not impossible. We could, on our day, beat these guys. All right, so here we are. The Gold Cup's over now. We actually got named as the biggest overachievers. So that's nice, even though we only scored 1 goal. We only got 1 win, 1 draw and 2 defeats. But we thrilled everyone with our performances, despite that goal-scoring record. Raul Jimenez, top scorer with 16 goals. St. Lucia is got to thank for that. And Mexico were the overall winners, beating the US in the final. So, we were beaten by the eventual champions. So, plenty to be proud of here. We've had one of our players, Cedric Avinelas, quit international football, but, he's 36. So, it's going to happen. We'll bring in some young blood to replace him. And the Football Association of Guadeloupe are pleased with our performance. They've been impressed with my management. Lovely stuff. So, what comes next? Well, next thing is CONCACAF Nations League B. So that competition is going to start in the autumn. If I bring up the fixtures here, you can see that we will play those group games over the international windows in September, October, and November. So what we're probably going to do in the next episode is we're going to cover all of that. We're not going to obviously do it game by game. Probably, the Guatemala games, those are going to be key. So we'll probably do live com of that opening game against Guatemala, and then we'll do those final games against St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Lucia, where hopefully we're going to be battling for that first place and getting ourselves into the CONCACAF Nations League Division A. So let me know down in the comments what you think of our Gold Cup performance and how the series is going so far. I always appreciate your feedback, so any suggestions on things that we can do to improve, let me know. But thank you for watching. Catch that Nations League episode right here.